Hi team, welcome to this little vlog, welcome back to the channel. We're in the Burr months now, right? And I don't wish to be a contrarian, which is a lie, I love to be a contrarian. It's just, I hate this time of year. It's remarkable, given I was born in the depths of winter, that I am such a summer boy. I love the sun, I love the warm, even London summer, you know, where you sweat like an Olympic-sized pool each day, and going on the tube is like travelling to work inside a hairdryer, and you start to learn not to question what that smell is. I just love it. I love the summer. Unfortunately, being British, I have had about 3 conversations this week where someone has turned to me and very gravely said, "The weather has turned." Which, you know, they're not wrong, it has. And if I'm honest, I think I do need to embrace autumn this year. Plot twist, I'm a little bit fragile. Who saw that coming? I've got post-school blues, the world is awful, and, well, the less said about Manchester United, the better. So I think the solution to my despair is just to lean in. Not let myself succumb to the depths of the seasonal affective disorder, the old SADs, and instead, I'll acknowledge that it's gonna happen, and just look for the little joys in autumn. So get your shoes on, we're going to IKEA. I don't love a food-based candle, which are very in this time. I mean, look at this. Pumpkin and vanilla cream. So sweet, it gets in like here. I like an amber, I like a sandalwood, I like a patchouli. I like a rose cassis. Kylie Minogue had a rose cassis candle once. It was absolutely sensational. Not that one, that smells like squash. Do you know what? Maybe I can get into this shit because look at that. Hold me back. This could be the start of a collection. Also, look at how hideous this is. This is awful. This is so tacky. I kind of desperately want it. This one feels like when you do group work at uni and one person sort of shows up at the end to take the credit. They phoned it a little bit, I'll be honest. I mean, this one doesn't even have a greeting. This is very much a just say what you see kind of mug. Should we do a little haul? I think we should do a little haul. As you might notice, because of my surroundings, while I'm not an autumn, I do live with an autumn, which somewhat gives me a leg up in the whole cosifying extravaganza. Here's the criteria. I love the idea of decorating for the seasons. I don't love the idea of doing it every single year, getting new stuff all the time. Not in like an anti-consumerism way, kind of in an anti-consumerism way, but more like, you know, when you decorate for Christmas and you go in the loft and you pull out the big box marked Christmas and you see all of the baubles that you've collected over a lifetime, that everything you have sort of tells a bit of a story. That's when I got this. This was the year that this happened, all the rest of it. Point being, I don't want to buy stuff for the sake of having it. I want stuff that will go in a box at the end of the season and come out again next season. IKEA was a success. I got a little pot, autumnal colour, love that. A tray. Yes. And this is a £4 tablecloth from IKEA, and it's gonna be very nice. It's gonna go on the table, then this will go atop the table, and I'll make like sort of a mid-table place setting. Textiles are important. These were from Primark Home. These is a set of 3 tea towels. I feel like swapping out a tea towel is a really simple way of like just adding a little bit of season to your kitchen without having to do much else. But if you want to do much else, I succumbed to the pumpkin-shaped things. I'm gonna be honest with you, I love it. I think it's super cozy and super cute, and it was only £8, and it is gonna sit on the side for the next couple of months. Or am I supposed to put your coffee while you're getting everything else ready? I think it's delightful, it's twee, and it will last me ages. Candles, because, well, I burned all mine. And tomato paste. I don't think that's supposed to be in this bag, but always useful. It's soup season after all. The other thing I bought that I've been looking at is this little set of lights. My plan is to put this behind the telly. I currently have a little lamp back there. We have to lean over the telly to turn it on and off, and it's an absolute ball ache. So if I put this, like attach it to the television, then I can put that light elsewhere in the room and create that sort of glow. Like I'm living in a hearth. Oh, hang on.
Sounds good.
Oh, lovely and cozy. Now here's the thing. The telly and the TV bench sort of become the focus of anything decorative I have in mind during the Burr months. It's particularly important this time around because this year I'm going to use the Burr months to actually finally, once and for all, watch Gilmore Girls. Oh, what do you mean, Dan? You've never seen Gilmore Girls? No, dear, I've never seen Gilmore Girls. I get it. I never got round to it. And then in the intervening years, every time anyone has ever told me, oh my God, you love it so much, you should watch it, obviously I did what we all do. I know you do it as well. Don't try and pretend you don't. The second someone becomes even a mite too passionate about something, I become very hostile to actually going through with it and watching. But this year, I'm finally going to give it a go. And it turns out, I think this year is the 25th anniversary, so it couldn't be more perfect. Hence, the cosifying of the telly is now even more crucial. I just hope I can find it on one of the streaming services. You never know these days, do you? I mean, here one day, gone the next. What am I to do? Well, I know exactly what to do thanks to this week's sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark are a virtual private network, a fantastic way to protect your data and keep you safe online, which is good. It also allows you to change your location virtually, which is great for pretending you're abroad when you're actually sat on your couch drowning in knitwear and drinking bottomless coffee. One of the best ways I've found for going full autumn is through the telly box, but the streaming wars, which the people in Stars Hollow remain blissfully unaware of, mean half the time you'll log in, you're sure you saw the movie in the library, but it's nowhere to be found. So by switching your location with the click of a button, let's say you're an American wanting to watch Good Will Hunting on Netflix, 3, 2, 1, and ta-da! You're in Canada! I know, right? What a relief. There's the movie, ready to make you weep red and orange leaves. Surfshark can also encrypt your data to keep it safe while you're browsing public Wi-Fi, get you better deals while you're shopping or booking flights, and best of all, it will not track, monitor, or store what you do online. Highly recommend, and if you want to give it a go, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I can get you an additional 4 months by using the link in the description or the code DanielJ. Thank you once again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Now then, what is about to follow is a montage of me using what will probably be the last summer-adjacent day to make some cozy house-making content. Do enjoy. Hi AD, welcome to my cozy autumnal space. Come on in, I'll show you around. Come on in. Come on. I have to do it, it's only me. So I cleaned this little corner out, finally found space for this basket full of tea lights that has just sort of been hovering on a bookshelf. It didn't have a home. It has a home now, and it's here, along with my little rubber plant. This is actually a cutting of my big rubber plant. Look how she's doing. I'm thrilled for her. She lives in this nice little sort of 70s autumnal little pot now. This is my poster for the West Enders Awakening. You might have seen it in one of my previous vlogs. I vibe with it as well because it's got those autumnal colour schemes in there. That's a happy accident, we didn't know. And I whacked a little pumpkin scented candle, which I'm not allowed to burn because it has memories attached to it. But, you know, it's in the shape of a pumpkin. So here we've got my new cosy dining space, which I'm very pleased with because when you add everything together, it's quite a bargain, to be honest with you. And I like the idea that I can swap out the sort of centerpiece. I think this tablecloth works for most seasons. The tray being the centerpiece for each season is a nice idea. This, that's all attached inside. But I'm sure I can figure out a way to extract them and have it be different for each season. I quite like that. Decided at the last minute to add a little bowl of potpourri, and I can just sort of sit here and look out of the window at some trees. I'll be honest, traffic, it's London, and have a banana bread cookie and a hot cup of joe. I'll never say that again. That was actually quite nice. I have spilled coffee on the tablecloth already, but we're not going to worry about that. Some stuff in here I absolutely can't take credit for. Soft furnishings, for instance. This lovely blanket we've got. This blanket that I like. It's great. It's got ghosts on it. Those were both her indoors. Lovely big pumpkin pillow. I got this one. I think this is lovely. Very soft, lovely little pattern. I'm a big fan of it in the correct colour. And then, if you excuse the knitting, which in itself is quite autumnal, we have yet another pumpkin cushion. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the living space. Cozy, telly. This was a wreath that I bought from IKEA, and I decided to hack away at it and make it into a garland. I didn't like any of the other garlands that I could see around and about. They were all a bit busy. So this is a nice, cost-effective as well, if I may, compromise. We have other pumpkins are available, including but not limited to this one that was bought, this one that was knitted, this one that sits atop an Evie, all the pumpkins of the fair. I think I could do with adding a bit of height to this situation. I definitely want at some point in the future to deal with this oppressively blank wall. I know it has to be a gallery wall, but I'm just not, I don't think I'm that kind of person. Not to like a gallery wall, to physically be able to make one. It's a whole project in its own right. We'll save that one for the future. But for now, I'm really pleased with it, especially given that this is stuff that will go in a box at the end of autumn and be used hopefully year after year. It's all about longevity. And I definitely believe there is something joyful about putting the things away and then the next year when it's that time and when it is the right time of year, opening it up and being like, oh my gosh, look at all of these things and bringing that season in. I'm going to start doing this for a lot of different things. At night time, when I've lit the candles and I'm dreaming of a world where I live, it turns out I want to live in Stars Hollow. You were all right. They had an argument because the grandma was trying to install super fast internet and she was like, we're fine with the internet we've got, thank you. We don't mind waiting a little bit longer. Oh my god, the joy of waiting for things. It's the ultimate in slow living, and I want in. So, thank you for joining me on this little experiment. Shall we regroup and do it again in like about a month and a half's time? I think there's something ahead that I'm not really sure what it is. Oh my god, she's after me.